who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect full football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brennan Gunn alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating. It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
To the air right away, Mariota. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. David Ojabo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They find some open field. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now, a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert on 1st down now.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A first carry for Tyler Algier. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. Oh, good move. The interception here. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Patterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd, here's Algier. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on second down. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Now Mariota. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Here's Herbert.
And this one too low. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out on Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Herbert back to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. Mariota to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll run for it with Algier. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
Well, so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. On first down, it's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Quick slant, Dotson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, Herbert.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert on first down now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of it, but you know the defense.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First down, Mariota. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Algier. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Eckler. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Yeah, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To the air again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mariota. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Mariota going to run the option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Herbert. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 42. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. And this will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Cool for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Touchdown! Cordell Patterson. He scored on the ground and threw it in. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Falcons offense set to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mariota on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Herbert on first down now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brandon Williams there on the pass rush, give him the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Patterson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll get 9 yards on. A punt of 42, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground
zone for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's go.